Hello, welcome to my Season 50 match against drsteelhammer. We must have the 5-2, which is quite good here. We are gains limited. Actually, that makes the bath points even. The bath points look pretty nice. I guess I get the bath points too. I guess my turn is actually just strictly better. Never mind, I don't know what I was complaining about. Well, I guess on the other side, they can buy a sentry and then they can potentially ferry something else and still get the bath anyway. Anyway, my split is fine. Their split is also probably fine. I don't know that you super duper need like a bunch of sentries. And I guess, yeah, I mean, they still just passed a turn to get the points, so I guess I can always pass a turn and get the points. I thought that was like super important to do. Or ferry something else. They ferry forum, like that makes a lot of sense. I think, I mean, ultimately you're just buying provinces, right? So it's not necessarily super critical to be doing this. I mean, this kind of little trick is nice, I think. This talisman fairy stuff probably is worth doing. Though ultimately you're just trying to get to $8 consistently. You're not really trying to do much beyond that. I'm trying to think if it's better to. The piles could certainly run enough to have multiple panics work, though also not like guaranteed to be doing that. The forum gives you some nice control of trashing. Should be okay anyway. I mean, this will be double merchant for me. Kind of would expect silver gains here from Steelhammer. Okay, I mean, I guess you can go for pile control, but I don't really know. I don't know. You don't need like that much. A bit odd. This seems a little bit bad. Guess I didn't have to kill the copper. And here I can either just take a paddock. Hopefully this doesn't stop before finding. I guess one nice thing that Steelhammer has is they can probably hold the estates. They like definitely need to buy some money now though. I admit to being pretty confused. By whatever they're doing. This is just super overkill for this state of the deck. And you don't have that many turns to figure out actually what you want to do. Oh, it looks a little weird in that respect. Oh, see if they'll let me. Wanted to get a forum as well. I don't really have to play these horses either. I just forum the horses. I have to get money still. I don't get this. This just doesn't. I don't know. Maybe they have $8. Do they even have $8? I don't know. I'm not gonna get up enough to be able to like buy forum plus whatever. One forum is fine. We're only gonna need 5 provinces at worst. I'm not super worried about dudding. I can try to trash a copper. Or the talisman, really. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 8 with just merchant, silver, and paddock, but I guess Steelhammer has $8 with just talismans and coppers, though it feels a little. Oh no, they don't. They have to buy some money. I really don't. What do you need 9, 8, 9 forms for here? It's really strange. You just like super don't need that. I'm gonna play one horse, I think, before seeing about the forum. That's still nice. We still net a horse here. We didn't even have to. We can just have 2 horses top decked, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. We'll just top deck 2 horses. 1, 2, 3. We should be able to do that pretty often. I guess it could have been more than 2, though. I don't. Again, if we can use Forum to just discard horses and net a horse, that's pretty good. We still have at least one card of draw we just didn't play from the merchant, so that should be totally possible. And like I said, we could trash the talisman. Just about the only thing that would be disruptive at this point would be pirate ship. But that would be quite a long shot. Other than that, I'm not. As long as I can top deck some horses, I feel like this should be pretty straightforward to finish out. I guess the option here is whether we try to get more horses in the discard or whether we try to get talisman trashed. Let's just do more horses in the discard. I guess the pirate ship threat is like a reason for me to keep the talisman around. Since if it did hit, it would be nice to be able to buy 2 silvers. But as long as they buy provinces, like, it all looks super easy. So I could either just discard the talisman or I could straight up trash it. Looking for the forum now. Probably a little better to get one on top here. They didn't have to delay getting money so long, because they could always come back for the forums. That they waited so long to take the silvers was just a huge misplay. Got another paddock game. Swamp Hag looks a little a little annoying here. Truth be told. You could go like Ducat Lackey Silver. It's kind of okay. Not really sure. There are a few other things that I think are reasonable. We mirror. I guess the thing that Swamp Hag. I guess early Swamp Hag is pretty bad because of Delve and Summon. So if the early one's bad, that maybe means you just never get one. So this is $3 in it. No, that's $4. Here we could either summon something or we could just they buy a stables with the Ducat, which I don't like that. I would just use the buys and get lackeys. I mean, stables is fine, but this could either be a summon or something else. I'm gonna do something else. It was a pretty bad draw. Scheme I don't like. I don't like these buys. I don't even get it. For me here, I mean, summon looks very good. I'm gonna certainly need cities. Let's just do a city. I mean, at some point in time, you care about that stuff, though. I don't know. Ducats are also pretty nice for managing Swamp Hag stuff. Wonder if I should get swamp hag myself. This is pretty sad. I mean, there's a lot more money we could have potentially drawn. I wonder if they schemed the swamp hag, yeah. But like, I don't know. It's not a bunch of draw. I'm trying to think if I want to get another ducat. Probably just one if I do want one. So we could go to 12 here. And do like city groundskeeper. Probably gonna want to summon. I don't think this 4 cards are probably very good for them, so they're gonna want to summon lackeys. I guess there's a city in there. I mean, that may incentivize you to summon lackeys even more. A terrible draw. I mean, I had enough draw easy to draw deck, I just didn't get it. And that would have been, I mean, the coffers mainly would have been really nice to get. Well, and summon a couple things, but. We should be okay. We also have bottom deck the cities here. But that was a pretty villager expensive turn for just by sequencing there, I guess. Well, I mean, I don't know how likely it was to go other ways, but panic seems fine. Again, the question is, do we want to duck it? They're pretty nice. We'll overdraw by 3. So we did summon, right? So not really. We overdraw by just 2. 1 or 2, I guess. I sort of don't just hate getting 3 groundskeepers. Do we have enough to do? 14 isn't quite there. We have more money now, they didn't necessarily before. We could get a silver here. Let's get a silver. This may burn me a little bit. Okay, they didn't go very far. Probably gonna need to summon acting troop. That or just summon scheme. I was like, where's the cities? That's what I was like. This is most of the money. I guess there's no real harm in playing the last scheme. The last lackey. Here's another silver. We could take another silver, and we could summon. We could go delve double summon. How much money would we have the next turn? Which would be looking to just take whatever groundskeepers are left, I guess. Or, well, we couldn't empty them. Yeah, that is a little bit of a problem. We overdrew by 1 here. But we won't be able to take... I don't know how many they're likely to buy. They don't have any coffers, so 3 doesn't seem super likely. 3 would be the awkward one, right? Because then they'd have 5. But if they just get a couple, that's okay. I'll take a couple. Maybe they can get 3, I'm not sure. I'm not sure they have that much money, but... I guess with the paddocks, they definitely do. If they draw. So 3 groundskeepers is a little awkward. I mean, I can't really take 2. I'll be able to take 1. They still have a little bit less buy in general than me. Guess they're gonna take a ducat. They bottom decked a city, I guess, because, well, they didn't find a horse. I'm not sure. Skipper City. Oh, that's not too scary, actually. What they ended up buying there. So they're at 4 buys while I'm at 5 buys, because I can lower to 3 pile threat. And then they'll have to score. But they won't be able to take more groundskeepers. I mean, I'm speaking a little out of turn. I haven't actually drawn deck. Whoops. I think I had enough draw, I just didn't find it. This is rough, because I could have gotten this without spinning all these coffers. Right, but... that didn't work out. It was very, very unfortunate. I could get to 5 groundskeepers. I mean, it does. This was really bad, actually. I mean, if I draw up to 15 or whatever, and I can get maybe even green a little bit, while getting the groundskeepers, because I could have drawn. I mean, I could have drawn enough to go like groundskeeper, city, estate, or something like that. And that would have probably been sufficient. But this is super awkward. To be honest. And I don't really have the draw to make it work out right. This is a pain. That was really unfortunate. I guess they also dudded. Okay, so now it's probably fine. They have to score a little bit here, I think. Well, they don't have to, because I can't actually pile and win. But another turn where I'm not swamp hacked, this will be fine. They also can't really lower and count on me having a dud. It's not really practical. So they may green a little bit, but they're not getting any groundskeeper points. Now I can green while, I don't know, taking cities or taking another ducat or something like that. If they lower the ducat, I guess they could lower the ducats and score. Though I don't know if that probably doesn't work either. If I draw all my gains, like whatever they can score, my groundskeepers outscore it because I've enough of them. I think. I guess maybe I wouldn't have enough money since I didn't build up coffers. Probably counting my money. I mean, in either case, I'm left in a strong position. For sure. Know what the last card is. I guess it's Hopper. Okay, so DSH has 4 buys. I could go summon, scheme. I could lower the groundskeepers as well. We probably want to take some VP here. Though how much isn't super clear. 1, 2, 3. So they have 3 groundskeepers. Not a whole lot of buys. definitely gonna summon Scheme. What is like the maximally aggressive thing I can do? Province, I mean, they can get 9 points while piling if I leave 3 things. So if I get... I think it's mostly a question of how much money would I have. So if I... Okay, let's think this through. So if I get a ducat, then a pile out on my turn, I would need 16 at least, which I should have if I draw. But the extra buys aren't really doing me any good. What if I take groundskeeper and ducat? Again, that would leave 3 things and then they can win. So that doesn't sound so appealing. I mean, we can just go into the end game with 2 more groundskeepers and hope that's mostly sufficient. Seeing lackeys is very nice. I mean, if they don't really fully draw a deck, they may have some awkward. They should be able to get most of deck, right? They have a lot of cities. What's the paddock horses? I don't know if they outscore me. Maybe they outscore me with double province or something. I mean, I don't have the draw yet either, so. I overdrew by 1, right? And then I added a draw and a stop card, so I should still be at overdraw by 1. I have this like paranoia that I've botched this up. Which seems very possible. I mean, the only nice thing is that they like still don't. they can't really get into, I don't think they can lower, so I don't think they can actually get 3-pile threat within this turn. The bad aspect is just that their draw is probably going to be a little more consistent than mine across time, and they have a little more real money than me. Actually, a decent amount more real money than me. So I maybe should have taken a paddock somewhere along the line. They take duchies. A paddock. Okay, so like I said, they still don't have this is just gonna dud. Okay, it didn't dud. They still don't have they don't have any more buys. What did I bottom deck? Like a lackeys? 1, 2, 3. Probably. But they certainly have enough to just pile these out if I don't score points here. So that's a problem. For sure. So I get 11. I get 10 points off province. 7 off duchy. So that puts me in the lead again. And then I need to summon an acting troupe for sure. I mean, I'm gonna lack draw. This is gonna be the issue. They had quite a bit of money and will have quite a bit again, plus a little more. They draw everything. I guess the good news is if I make it to the following turn, then the estate stuff may open up. Just don't know if I can get there on draw. The estates are 5 points. This is awkward. To be sure. I get to top deck a city, which is cool. I don't know if there's any amount of lowering I can do that, like scoring plus lowering. Like, what if I take another ducat? What does that do for me? I have to get ahead. I mean, I guess I could just, well, I don't know, I gotta summon. Oh, this is awful. This is not going to draw is the problem. I'm not even sure. No, it should be. I mean, it's fine from that perspective. We don't have Swamp Hag this time, so at least the VP stuff scores a little more. But we're not gonna draw a deck. We had 4 stop cards. They didn't draw a deck either, but they can still, you know, double province. You just end up playing a longer game. They do have to use all their coffers if they double province. No, they don't. I take it back. This could pretty easily become something where people just don't have. We just end up kind of working our slog down through the provinces, which maybe favors me a little bit. My VP scoring is like maybe a little. I mean, in some sense, it favors them because of. That sequence cost us a villager, but whatever. I don't like. Okay, so they played but ungained. I don't know if they're gonna draw enough to do the emptying. They don't have the Swamp Hag money anymore. I don't know that I have to play around emptying totally. So it's not clear to me that I like have to score all the way up. They would still need to draw every ducat and every they would need to draw all the ducats. I mean, I can hit the estates pretty hard, I guess. What does that look like? Like if I take 4 estates, maybe that's the play. But I'll need to summon stuff as well. I mean, I can just fail to draw so easily. There are a lot of acting troops. Or not, there are a lot of lackeys still in there. But maybe, or maybe not enough to get through the top. If I take the estates, it would be like triple estate summon. I mean, it could just be quad estate, I guess, but I'm not gonna draw the ducats. Is the problem. One of the problems. It would work if I could know I was gonna draw deck. It's also maybe a bit of funny math. I don't know it's better, schemer or acting troop. I'm gonna do scheme, but yeah, like they still don't draw through everything. They can't even really score very well here. I mean, they can just take a province. But it does use quite a few coffers. This is quite a. I guess it's our second game. It's quite a second game. they're lowering the estates, which I think is just a little scary. I think the main reason it's scary is because they don't actually have very good 3-pile threat. Like they're not real likely to draw through and draw both the ducats anyway. So it doesn't really set them up for anything the next turn. I'm not particularly likely to be able to pile out. And in fact, I can't. But I can outscore them. And they don't have. Oh, this just wins, doesn't it? No, wait, does it? How much money is this? It's like $1 short. Is that right? I would need. I need 11, right? I need 3. That would have worked. Okay, so question is, do we save the money or do we do double duchy? It's like 2 more points. I don't think they'll get the buys, is my take here. I wonder if there was ever a curse pile out that I just didn't see. I wonder if there was ever an estate curse pile out that I just didn't. I don't know. I didn't have that many buys. That would be kind of funny though, if I just totally whiffed on that. I'm not sure the points were ever super favorable to that. I'm going with DSH not getting the buys and the groundskeepers in play to make a pile out happen. But it's certainly possible to hit it off the reshuffle here. They win by 1. That's awful. Oh well. I mean, what can you do? I don't like their play there. Well, I don't know. Like, they're not in a great spot, but I was just $1 short. I'm not sure. It was a little bit of a. It was certainly not an easy to figure out end game. So maybe what they did was correct. Certainly worked out. I could have had. I mean, I could have doubled Dutchy. I only needed $6 to pile out, so. Well, but they would have scored some. Where were the Dutchies at? Double Dutchy might have exposed a Dutchy pile out with estates. I'm not sure. So this board is like you can't do a whole lot. Probably just even Butcher is not super exciting because of shelters. It's a little less exciting. So maybe you get a horde and do some Butcher horde stuff. Basilica is gonna be not like easy to hit. Pretty money-ish. Yeah, so I don't know if you'd go with this trading post now or it's maybe a little better due to the it's a really good shuffle for me. Necro is fine, but not super thrilling. Silver with VP versus Butcher is not super clear to me. I do already have the terminals, so they take flag, which is interesting. I guess they have more tools for trashing it than I do. Which means they probably can fight for it a little bit longer. I might as well discard this. I mean, okay, there's like Necro in here, which could be nice to just trash. I mean, it's still missing the shuffle. But and I can flag here. feel okay about my position. The necros here, so we can put this person on top. They probably will be able to keep the flag around better than whether that is telling, I don't know. This is kind of sad. Not sure that those are worth. I'm not sure about that exchange. That seems pretty dubious to me. I mean, if you're willing to take silver there, having 4 coffers after your next play that can do like a flag bearer to province or whatever, that seems pretty okay to me. Well, if Basilka were still here, I'd probably do that, but as it is, I may just take a province. So their deck is probably a little better than mine. I mean, if they just have like silvers and horde and they're getting a province out of this, this seems pretty good. Yeah, or this. Yeah. Like that seems pretty good. I'm not actually sure between the two of these. The only nice thing here is that we may butcher the trading post, and then this sucks actually. Where's the... Maybe my deck is just awful. I could be convinced of that. Actually, let me do this differently. Just bottom decks horde. That sucks. Like, I'm not getting... That sucks so bad. Not getting a gold into this shuffle is really hurtful. I mean, it's weird because the decks are not gonna run, like, even though his deck has like more upside, there's not. So I even get the flag bearer such that in theory at least, well, not in theory, it gave me better odds there of not whiffing on that. But I do have this sort of trick, which isn't nothing. Pretty much only reason why I bought it is, well, I mean, you could play it with Necromancer and stuff, but now I give them a hunting grounds to play, which is maybe scary, but I don't know that I have like a lot of other options. I mean, the rest of my hands are really bad. I still haven't gained a gold with Horde. Which I'll do here. I'm just trying to think if I do a state. I don't know what the odds of them doubling here are, but they're not 0. They're like super not 0. They only take 1, I'll win. You're going straight to Scavenger, which is promising. I guess I just take the and put Butcher on top. Because they're not going to get 10 points. I think I lucked out there. I mean, my deck felt, maybe the decks weren't that different. But oh, I had trashed more coppers. Yeah. That could make a difference. I just kind of assumed, since we both got the trading posts around the same time, that we'd played them about the same amount, but it did not appear to be true. Well, just clearly wasn't true. I did get a I did get a what am I trying to say? I got a ball's nice. I guess it doesn't change the end result here much. I mean, it doesn't change it at all. Oh, I need to save for Academy. I mean, I could buy a Silk Merchant, I guess. There aren't really cantrips. So this is like just blow out the piles kind of thing. There's not a lot else going on. I guess I could take well, that wasn't the best ever, but well, it's fine really. We could either just really try to finish those Silk Merchants, or we could get a bridge. I mean, at some point you would like a bridge because you would like to ball for like Tragic Heroes. I am a bit ahead here. I don't know, did I have enough coffers to trash while doing whatever other things? I'm not sure I did. I should be able to just fly relative to Steelhammer here. That's my hope, at least. And just pile out. What do we... I mean, I'm gonna play the Tragic Hero. I just don't know whether I want Charm or Relic. I mean, it's gotta be Charm, right? Like, this is just a gain board. The Relic's okay. I mean, I guess I get one of each. Potentially. Yeah, that should be fine. That looks like a 100% fair resignation. Okay. Yeah, okay. There's some stuff. Fair bit of stuff. Probably open quarry. Maybe even quarry encampment. I don't think I'm worried about Swamp Hag here. I think he can deal with the curses. She goes quarry encampment and hope you hit the stonemason for lab replace and then go from there. I don't like the exorcist opening very much. I could also do snowy right off the bat. I'm not super impressed with these buys. I don't know if Sir Martin will come in. I mean, it's not unreasonable to pick it up. Anyway, I'm gonna do this. Okay, we barely hit the thing, but we hit it, so it's all good. Ideally, now the encampment is bottom decked. Is that really ideal? I don't know. Yeah, probably, because I think I can get a useful 4 out of the buy, and then I'm not sure it matters hugely, but or 5 even. I guess let's just take a lab. Yeah, the Exorcists are like totally fine. They're just not exciting. And I do feel like I stole back a little bit of tempo off of this. One kind of nice thing about it is that you can replace it into a gold, which maybe is relevant here. I don't know if there's like any gamble tricks here that are as useful. Like occasionally you can top deck a, like if one of these estates were a copper, I could top deck a like a stone. Yeah, that wouldn't really be that good. So this can either be, I don't feel like I want the Exorcist myself. So it could be like Snowy. Snowy's okay. Maybe we just get Snowy when we can use it. Just go with encampments for now. Like there'll come a turn where we can top deck a Snowy with replace and draw it. I mean, I hope there'll come a turn anyway. This is pretty okay. I don't mind triggering whenever there's like, I mean, there's labs in there anyway, and then also there's I mean, all these coppers are out of the shuffle, so. We are going to need to get a Snowy now, though. So it won't be gain and play, but it'll be all right. This is actually okay as far as the shuffle goes. I'm just gonna be the person with the labs. I think I'm at 6 now. So I assume they'll empty now. Yeah. So 6-4 lab split. Trashing is not like wildly different, I don't think, right now. Between us. Trying to see if we can gain and play. I guess we would have needed to do this slightly different. Okay. Oh, you don't have to buy gold. You can use courtier to gain it. Cool. Neat. Well, I guess there's some advantage to just having it before if we're gonna hit up some. Anyway, we get to trash a bunch of coppers. Oh, I have 7 laboratories. Wow. Good for me. I don't know if you get a swamp hag. Just strictly for the or nearly strictly for the joys of courtiering it. I mean, we could go swamp hag. We could go. Does this open up a 3 pile? No, because the these are not easy to gain. I wonder if there's I wonder if there was any nice, again, there's like maybe some times where you can gamble, but dude, the triple copper trash into this is just like, this is a blowout. I don't even, well, I hate his buys, or his opening buys anyway. But I'm not sure I quite deserve this much of a steamroll here. We could Guildhall and then, yeah, like the Martin feels like such a, just feels very, I don't know how to put it, feels like it won't matter. I mean, I guess that's the angle you have to go for. Right, there's not. I'm pretty sure I can end it this turn. I just have to figure out how. I don't need to score very much, just a duchy is fine. But I assume I can do the stonemasons and the snowies. Pretty easily. Need $3, but I mean, there may be an action issue. That's the only thing. I guess there could be a draw issue. How many buys? 3 buys. I'm pretty sure this is gonna work. I just need to make sure I don't botch up the gains. So that does 6 of those. I guess we can even replace for the duchy. Probably. I don't want to mess up. How many actions do you get here? I don't want to mess up the actions, that's for sure. But if we have the buys, then we need to have 3 buys plus the snowy. I guess this can be action money, just to make sure we have enough money. We need $8. Oh, we do need $8 though, don't we? Never mind. We're gonna have to replace for the. We're gonna have to replace for the. Well, now I need to check again. We're gonna have to replace for the thing though. Oh, I get 3 things. Well, never mind. I mean, we're still gonna have to replace for it, but. Or we could get a gold, I guess. There are lots of ways to do that. I totally forgot Swamp Hag had 3 types though, because I'm just real stupid. Yeah, I mean the gold game, like obviously, I had some leeway, or I had a fair bit of leeway there that I could have gotten. I could have overcome a larger points deficit than what I had there. I don't know. You could do familiar here. It's not crazy. It could certainly backfire on you a little bit. And the trashing is probably good enough that it's not worth it. But it's not like super clear. If they're ready for it by the time you have the familiars, then it'd be pretty rough. Okay, that didn't do a whole lot for me, but I mean, you can't complain if you hit the raise. I mean, I did, but can't complain too much if you have the raise with the estate. This is a little awkward though. You could do a necro. I'm not sure. These aren't, I mean, the hard thing there is you're just not very likely to have $5. Like, you would take the old witch. Okay, so they are going for the thingy. Would this be the only buy? Yeah, I mean, it would be, though it's not real compelling right now. I mean, counseling would be a little more compelling. I don't quite get the potion. Does not feel very good to me. These buys actually don't either. I just don't think for now that this is like the play. I'm gonna expedite. Okay. Alright, I mean, fine. Wonder if I should have blown up the raise itself. This isn't even a really very good. Like, I don't know. This is not a great shuffle to trigger either. Which makes it kind of annoying. I mean, we could trigger it and expedition. We can also just expedition. I'll try it. Oh, I got lucky. Nothing like getting lucky. Okay. These are all pretty good. I can only afford one of them, but you know what I mean. Is this still in familiar times? No. Definitely not. I don't. This is no. Good black market. Could just silver. There's some potential sadness on the draws here, but Didn't happen. Jester would be kind of funny if we hit a familiar. I don't know that that long shot is worth playing towards. It's almost certainly not. We could do Chariot Race Expedition. I don't know that I'm really in a position to win chariot races versus the person without curses and with familiars. And then the other options, I mean, Plaza Raise doesn't seem that appealing. Chariot Race Expedition is not crazy. We're just trying to figure out a way to get to 7, which definitely makes that feel a little bit nicer. Didn't find the Falconer, so 7 is a little hard here, or a little harder. Recruiter is of course nice. So if we find Black Market, we get there, or Falconer. Okay. Well, we're probably just taking a silver. I mean, there are like some things this Black Market could reveal that I would take over the Forge, but not these things. There are not a lot of things that I would take over the Forge. This is again like a reason, maybe a spot to just stop and upgrade's probably pretty good here. Engineer is pretty good too. I mean, CSM's fine too. I don't know if that's what I would have taken, but. So. There are things I can try here, like as far as. I kind of feel like stop Expedition is the play, just to give the Necromancer a chance to apprentice into Forge. Obviously, there are like some potential upsides from drawing on here too as well. I'm gonna try the thingy I thought of. This would have been nice. I mean, I didn't know it was gonna reveal Witch and Sanctuary. Okay, otherwise I had to try to get the dollar. Okay. Relic's interesting. I don't really know that Relic is all that good. I think I'll take a Necromancer. Could have been, say, Caravan. I mean, I'm gonna apprentice the thingy. Okay, well, we didn't find the Forge, but. I wonder if they have the. I wonder if they have the... What am I trying to say? Nobody really has draw yet. I'm not sure hideout was the buy, but it seemed fine. I did quite want to... Maybe they'll have potion and they can buy the alchemist. Oh, that would have been kind of fun. Buy Lost City. Seems pretty reasonable. Do I go for a necro on the chariot race to get a bigger forge? I don't care like a whole lot about giving them. I mean, they don't have a necromancer yet for one. It's only one more card, I guess, since they're cantrips. But kind of still nice to... Do we spy this or what? Like, surely we spy it. There's almost no shot of winning. We could just blow all this up into a gold. Feels kind of okay to me. I do wish I had some draw. Not sure. I mean, it's gonna have to come from the market. Now I'm getting... Get a little bit here. I wish I knew what the last card was. Wait, I do know what the last card is, right? Isn't it a black market? Well, I would have loved to have 4, but I don't have 4. I guess a courtyard is probably worth it. It's actually some draw. For whatever that's worth. This isn't very good. I don't really want to put courtyard in there, though I may have to. I'm pretty beat up here. I think I'll be clean, but in the meantime, my turns are just not very good. We're gonna get hit with the old relic legionary thing too, so that's something. Now I need to find like tactician gains or outpost or something like that. We'll probably just zombie spy and then maybe top deck the forge and go from there. An expedition. I mean, this is just, you know, you all know. So, I mean, you can do the forge, but it's not trashing a whole lot next turn, actually. I mean, yeah, this is the hand, so. They don't have a gold yet. So that's something. I won't start getting slammed by the... But, you know, any moment now. They get a villa. I guess villa's okay. I mean, buy is nice here. You're gonna have buy. Well, okay. All right. so much for this game, right? Maybe they'll maybe they'll completely and utterly botch it. You gotta keep hope alive, right? Plus I have this combo, which is like pretty nice. Which is pretty nice. Not a lot of people have access to a combo like that. These aren't very good. I mean, they're fine, but they were trashing more. I think they probably will trash like a card a turn, but I don't think they're trashing a lot more than that. I'm also Expedition is suddenly pretty awful. Like I'm gonna get hit by the thingy, so what, you know, what's even the point? I guess there's an argument to be made here for just buying the... I was kind of thinking I would get Sentry and the thing, but that doesn't really... Expedition doesn't do anything. So I might as well just buy a Lost City. And maybe I won't get hit with it this turn, and, you know, then I'll feel like I messed up. Artisan would be quite good. Yeah, pretty good. Ha, but now you don't... Oh, gosh. I was gonna say, but now you don't have enough for goons. But, well, turns out you do. Turns out you just have a lot of money. I'm kind of loving the black market stuff I'm doing. Not black market, the apprentice. Not apprentice either. The necromancer stuff is kind of fun. It's kind of cute, but at the end of the day, not necessarily world and life changing. Look, we're getting clean. We're getting clean right now. I've made quite the nice necromancers. They don't have any, so that's something. I'll take a bridge troll for sure. What's the likelihood they draw around here? I mean, they did... Actually not super guaranteed to get... I'm trying to think if I do in fact want Expedition here instead of trashing everything. Which seems like reasonable. I can also just take the curse. Like, they might not pair stuff up. I guess they're pretty likely to at least find goons. Or either goons or legionary plus gold. Seems like pretty likely, but... You also can do the double dip on the relic thing, or you can do the... Yeah, you can do the double dip where you relic black market and you legionary them to 2 cards, then you play another relic after, which is brutal. If I got some duration draw, that wouldn't be so bad. This is actually like all... I feel better. I was feeling pretty bad, but I am currently feeling a little bit better. Whether that will last for the rest of the game, I don't know. I mean, we can do there's like a correct order to do this, and I don't know exactly what it is. What is in here? There's a lot of stuff. We can get another necromancer, right? That's not too much trouble. I mean, it's not any trouble, actually. They haven't had a familiar on top yet. They put all these nice potion cards in there for Steelhammer. I didn't know. I was supposed to have a potion. We could get an upgrade though. Yeah. Like 4 to 5 is pretty good. 4 to 5 is pretty good. Did we get this sequencing right? Unfortunately, it wasn't like a dual type thingy. I guess I don't really need to trash either. Sure, that's fine. Is there anything really cool in here? I mean, we could just get the zombie apprentice, I guess. This is like competing with Lost City. So it probably Lost City wins. The raises aren't super compelling just to have for no reason. With the bridge trolls anyway. I know I can zombie apprentice them. I guess we've been through the black market. They already have everything good. There's like Mountebank now is pretty bad. There is still, I think, a couple things. Sanctuary would be okay still. But their draw doesn't seem all that good. City's nice. They put scrying pool. That's just not right. They literally put every single good potion card in the black market for just because potion showed up in the kingdom. I don't know how likely that is. I know it enables potion cards to appear in the black market, and of course the black market's quite big, so you expect to probably have at least one other one. But it's like all the playable ones. I mean, possession's banned, but it's like every playable one, pretty much. University, pool, and golem were all in there, so. Anyway, we got a double expedition. I don't know, this wasn't so bad. I need to figure out some way to end the game, probably. This is huge. Oh wow, this is big. Okay. Yay me. Pretty much all I have to say about that. Okay. I'm not sure when to do. I mean, we can go ahead and do the chariot race now, I guess. That wasn't guaranteed. I didn't really think through the size of the. I just got lucky, actually. I forgot how big the discard was. There they got a familiar on top. Which is actually like pretty unlikely. Not impossible at all, but so I should probably get either a relic or I don't know. Single card doesn't seem huge. Maybe some kind of gaining would be nice, or not gaining, but like scaling the money up or something, like golds, like a treasure trove. Doesn't seem too wild. Did they actually get that city? No. Okay. Neither the ranger. I guess if I can get in a position where we start lowering the provinces, that may be of a little bit of threat. Why'd I have to pick this stupid gain and play deck? I don't want to do this. Okay, we should get a... I don't have a lot of draws still. These are just not exciting. I guess the giant is like a little bit exciting. There are some nice hits. I just don't know if I have the draw for it. This is the only thing. Should I get another necro or should I get like caravan guard? I don't feel like I need another necro this time. Spices is kind of nice. I expect this turn I get hit with the full. Well, I guess the second relic is probably not incoming, but it's possible because they have the artisan, so. I'm definitely pushing the piles probably a little too low. I don't know if they win this turn, but it's at least potentially a little scary. Because if I have Necro in hand, then I'm not a million miles away from a 3 pile. One problem now is they probably will be quite a bit higher on points. My deck can still draw. I don't think they can end it. I can get... It's probably possible for me to pile out on my turn. Whether they leave the points in a spot where that's feasible. Another question. I think Mill and Sanctuary are pretty reasonable. Though there is then an issue again if they don't score enough. So Mill's be a little nicer for that. Not getting hit with the double, which is fine. They're probably gonna province. They go for the second relic. That's interesting. Well, this is a shot because it doesn't take that much money for me to empty. I think this may just be a win. This seems like a real... Or at least... Win is maybe not the word. Though it may be, I'm gonna have to remember what I have in the discard too. So we have, because Zombie Mason is out here. I guess we should see if we even draw first, but... We have Zombie Mason, Falconer, Forge, and Upgrade. And then I guess potentially there's something in the black market that can do stuff, but I don't know for sure on that. And it's easy to use the Zombie Mason, yeah. Like you gain 2 cities and then you Zombie Mason 1 into a duchy. Then you gain a Necro and you buy 2 Necros. Like it's not even hard if you draw. That was just like, that was not the right play by them. There's just no chance. They're just not watching piles. I even have the spices. I forgot I do have 3 buys too. I don't know what I guess you can't react the Falconer, but you can play the Upgrade. Or the Forge. So it's reasonable to apprentice one of those guys. I don't know what... You'd also go upgrade into we could go upgrade into Necromancer. I don't know how much money I'll need to finish this stuff out. I guess the forge takes away the chariot race, so now you do have to get a duchy, which is a little annoying. Do we spy now? What do we still have to do? We still have to get a duchy. We have to get to the bridge troll. We have to forge the giant. But we only need one more necroplate for gain, right? So we can spy now. I'm not sure it's super likely to matter. Oh, I guess we needed to do... Oh, we needed to do one for, well, we can just use the giant money and it works. I think. Oh, we still have two, okay. Well, that also works. Okay, well, this is all just pretty easy. That was a really weird play by them. Okay, there was some lax in this. Quite a bit of lax, actually. I don't get it. They had to have known. Well, I mean, they didn't know, but they had to have, I mean, if they had just stopped and looked at the gains at all, it would have been clear. Yeah, they certainly had some bad draws there where they didn't quite get to the attacks, and that made a huge difference, but I still don't think I should have lost that or won that game. Anyway, thank you all for watching and listening, and I will catch you all for my next match.